Everyone within the court system complains about the backlog of cases. I'd like to make 3 suggestions to judges that would help reduce their workload, resolve cases, while enriching the local communities. Make a freaking decision, mean it, and stick to it. Stop allowing people to play games that make a mockery out of the entire judicial system in this country. What I'm talking about in particular right now are the so-called celebrities and the judges who preside over their court cases. As an example of what I mean, let's say that a celebrity respondent in a custody battle is ordered to attend a deposition but decides to not show up. Why reset the deposition to accommodate this disrespect? The deposition obviously wasn't important enough for respondent to attend. In such cases, plaintiff should automatically get a default judgment. In my world, missing a court-mandated appointment of any kind is unthinkable. I, and people like me, grew up with a basic respect for the laws, the people who enforce them, as well as those who are supposed to administer justice. I do admit that in 2008, my respect for the judicial system is eroding rapidly as I watch celebrities thumb their noses at legal proceedings. Cut out all of the crap, such as issuing temporary orders and setting over cases to accommodate these disrespectful people. All of these maneuvers just keep adding to administrative time and court backlog and cost. Stop giving breaks to these contemptuous parasites. If they don't show up at a mandated time for a court-ordered appointment, just accept that it wasn't important to them. Stop babying them and accommodating them. They don't show up, they lose. Simple. Case closed. If it's important for people like this to prevail in their case, then they'll get off their ass and show up where and when they're supposed to. If it's not that important, they deserve to lose. Unless there has been a real, verifiable accident, illness, or death, they will lose their case if they don't show up. No appeal. In the future, if they'd like a new hearing on the matter, okay. After a minimum 5-year wait. No exceptions. And while I'm on the subject of the court system, it's about time people should be fined to the extent that they can pay. And don't tell me that it's not equitable. Our whole freaking judicial system is inequitable, so the fines can be inequitable too. Let's say that there's a fine for using a handheld cell phone while driving. I don't think that someone who makes $1 million a year should pay the exact same as me if they violate this law. No wonder these so-called celebrities are always laughing about their latest escapades. Why not make the fine equal to a percentage of the income of a person's latest W-2? For example, instead of having a set dollar amount as a fine, how about fining a person at a flat rate of 1% of their previous year's income? Second offense, 2%. Third offense, 3%, and so on. Doing this would make people think twice before reckless and questionable driving that they think is so funny. It would also help increase the income for the various municipalities. Finally, last week there was news out of London that some hot-headed bitch celebrity spit on local police who were trying in vain to calm her down. It seems as though she had been trying to take more carry-on bags on board an aircraft than allowed. The British police had the nerve to treat her just like a commoner. She didn't get her way, so she had a tantrum. Wah! She was finally taken off the aircraft. Now, I haven't been counting, but hasn't this bitch been into and out of court numerous times recently? After each infraction, she is always photographed laughing at the cameras. I say find the bitch and mean it. Don't release lowlife like this until the fine is paid. Because this bitch's infractions always include assaulting others, the fines should start at 10% of her annual income and double for each subsequent occurrence. If this were the case, would you still be laughing, you egomaniacal bitch?